Okay, Megan, welcome to the garden here. Let me zoom back a little bit so you can see all of it. But I've got two plots, if I can get my finger in here. This side over here has potatoes, and in the back there's corn. And this side over here has all of our vegetables, all the real fun stuff. Right here in front, I've got two more spots that I removed all the grass from, and I want to make those two more beds to grow some late season crops in, things that like it when it gets kind of cool outside, lettuces, things like that, broccoli, all sorts of fun stuff. So I got a duck under my little deer fence here, made out of rebar and fishing string, and it's done a great job of keeping the deer out. They were a bit of a problem eating all my stuff, but now I think we've solved it. So we'll start at the front here, and I've got carrots right up through here. I bet you like carrots. They turn your nose orange. So they're lots of fun. And carrots are doing pretty well. I have about 50 of them planted in here. I need to do a little bit better job of pulling the grass away from it, but everything just likes growing so much I haven't messed with it too much. So those are the carrots right there. And then if we move back a little bit, amateur filmmaker here, we've got red leaf lettuce, I think is what it's called. And they were really tasty. We had a lot of salads out of them. We could just snip it off and it would keep growing. And if you can see right here at the top, they're making seeds. I've never seen anything like it before. But they're making seeds. They're trying to make more of themselves. And instead of pulling them up, I've just left them because they're fun to look at. Why not, you know? We go back a little further. I planted these a couple weeks ago. And these are beans. They're little green beans, and so we're starting to look forward to having some green beans soon. If you can see here, I can find it. Right there is going to be where a little flower pops out. Any place that there's a flower, there's going to be green beans. So it looks like they're just coming along just fine. You can see here a little hole. Some bugs are eating them, but luckily for all the bad bugs that are in here, we've got lots of good bugs like praying mantises and spiders that just go through every night and try to help keep the garden clean of all the bad bugs that want to eat our food. Right over here, there's a flower. It's a big flower. It's called Cosmos. I think they're really pretty, and I've got a couple of these in the garden, and they're supposed to help attract bees. The bees help to pollinate the flowers of the plants so that they make fruit, just like these little bean flowers. They have to be pollinated so they make a bean, and the bees help with that. Bees are really good. We go back a little bit further, and we have some Roma tomato plants. I think I have about 6 Roma tomato plants. They're all doing really well. They did so well, actually, I had to stake them up because they were all falling over. They were so heavy with tomatoes, but they're also doing really well. And again, down here, you can see little flowers. And every place that there's a flower, that's where a tomato's going to pop out. It's lots of fun watching them grow. So these are all Roma tomatoes in this spot back here. And the one right there was just gigantic. So I'm going to try to save his seeds for next year. Down here, I think it's either broccoli or cauliflower. I don't remember which one. But he's doing okay, but this big dead spot right here is where 3 of his brothers were, and they got eaten by caterpillars. They're no good. I had to get rid of them. But that guy's doing okay so far. So again, this is all the tomatoes. We got hopefully have a lot of tomatoes and make some pasta sauce for spaghetti and stuff. It'll be lots of fun. Here's one right here. I'll show you tomato. There's one right there, just growing, just like it's supposed to. I picked a couple red ones today. They're tasty. This guy over here, who just thinks he owns the place, is one of my cucumber plants, and it's just huge. There's some more there, and it's growing into the corn patch. It just really likes it out here, and we've gotten lots of cucumbers off of it, lots of really good cucumbers. This is one of my favorites right here. Megan, this is basil. I wish you could smell it. It smells so good, and it's also trying to make flowers now too. We're going to maybe make some pesto out of it. I can finally start showing you some real fun stuff. This is a watermelon right here. And we got another one right there. We got one there, and also one there. So we're going to have 4 watermelons. It's going to be great. Back near the back here, a couple weeks ago I planted some pumpkins, and that's what these guys are. So hopefully when Halloween comes, we'll have some pumpkins we can carve. I don't know if they're those kind of pumpkins, but it'll be fun anyway. Over here I have to watch my step. We got more cucumbers just growing out all over the place. It's hard to walk around. And then we got some more melons over here, and I think these are honeydew melons. I don't remember what ended up getting planted in here, but I'm pretty sure those are honeydew. And so just looking back up it's just so full. It's so full. This stuff loves living out here, loves growing out here. It's big, it's lush. It's full of bugs and frogs and snakes and all sorts of fun stuff, and deer sometimes, and they eat it. The back one here, we're looking at some corn, and would you believe it? All these were started from little corn kernels like you'd eat, and they turn into a big corn plant. Let me see if I can focus in on just one. This is maybe my biggest one right here. It's about 4, maybe 3 feet tall, and right up there is where the most action is going on, and I don't know what those are for, but they're pretty fun looking. So I got all sorts of corn, and then the meat and potatoes of the garden is the potatoes right here. All these are potatoes, and they make a really pretty plant on top of the ground, and then they make food that we can eat underneath the ground, and some of the potatoes are starting to make little flowers right here that I think are really pretty. So that's pretty much it, Megan. We got carrots, lettuce, beans, flowers, tomatoes, broccoli, cucumbers, basil, pumpkins and watermelons, all sorts of stuff, potatoes and corn, and it's just been so much fun to do. All of these were started from seeds in little jars on my deck, and water it and take care of it, and it's turned into this, and I'm really happy with it. I'm glad I could show it to you, Megan. Love you. Bye.